Bum-ba-da-dum! Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I'm Banjo Ben, your host here on the website that teaches you how to play banjo, guitar. This week is Mandolin Week, and we're going to learn a beautiful version of How Great Thou Art in the key of G. Now, I've already taught this song on fingerstyle guitar, but that was in the key of C. We're going to do it in the key of G on the mandolin, and I have some really cool guitar backup stuff for this one. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, here in a moment, I'll ask you to come over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com. You can join as a Gold Peak member. You can see this lesson, hundreds of others. Not only that, you can download the tabs and MP3s for all of my lessons. And let me tell you what we got for this one. It's about a 25-minute lesson showing you all the technique, how to do all those tremolos and everything. And then I've got a tab of the solo I just played, as well as a tab of the basic mandolin melody, where you can kind of pair that up with this tab, see where it lays. And then I've got the tab and notation of what I did on guitar. So if you got a friend that plays guitar or even piano, because I have the notation, you can give them that, and y'all can play this little duet together. It's a beautiful one, as you heard. Let's jump into the first measure of How Great Thou Art in mandolin, on mandolin. Now let's throw the first line of tab up there. First thing you'll notice if you're used to my videos and tabs is I don't have any pick stroke direction arrows on this tab, and that's because it's pretty subjective. It goes slow enough where you can play just about the whole song, save the tremolos, with all downstrokes. And I play it a little differently every time I go through it. So we're going to concentrate mainly on technique and how to be expressive and how to make it smooth as we go through this lesson. And we're going to start with a very basic melody just to establish that on the 5th fret of the A string, measure 1. Then we're going to do a brush, that little B with the arrow. That just means we brush through it a little slowly. We try to land on that A string on the downbeat. So that means we start our brush maybe a little bit early. Then we're going to do this little cross picking. But you can either do all downstrokes or you can do alternate strokes like I just did. We're going slow enough, of course, you could do all downstrokes. Leave that ring finger down at the end of measure 2. This song's really going to work out your ring finger. Mine's hurting. But we're going to leave it down, let it ring out through measure 3. Rest, and. So we really need to be able to count whenever we're playing this tab, because there are kind of some funky rhythms in here. But that one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that last 5th fret is on the 4 and. Now we're going to use that same ring finger, and I want you to quickly go up to the 7th fret for measure 4, and then your middle finger is going to press the 5th fret on the D string down, and we're going to do another one of those brushes. So here's the melody note on the A string. So you make a little slide sound, that's okay. And then on the and of 2, we're going to slide down quickly, back to the 5th fret, and then play the 3rd fret, and then on the 4th beat of the measure, slide right back so that measure 4 sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I do those are 16th note slides, so they happen pretty quick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me play measures 1 through 4 fairly slowly. I have another video segment where I play it much slower than this. Alright, so you want to make those slides accurate, unlike me, but keep that finger there, because as we go into measure 5, we're going back into that position of 7th fret, 5th fret. That's over a C chord. We do some more cross picking, a pattern that we've already seen. Then measure 6, slide that ring finger back down to the 5th fret, do another brush, some more cross picking. Now here we're going to have to move kind of quick, because at the very end of measure 6, we're going to take that middle finger and put it on the 4th fret of the D string. And we're going to play this little D double stop. Now I don't have a brush marking there, but I do kind of come through those 2 strings a little slowly so that you can hear them separately. I don't do it that much, but okay, I don't think that a real quick one sounds good. Then move it down to the 2nd and 3rd fret. We have quarter note triplets there, so triplet. So measure 7 sounds like this. And we leave that index finger down so that we keep that 2nd fret ringing. Then measure 8, we have another brush. So that on beat 3 of measure 8, we have a little 16th note triplet. It happens pretty fast. We're going to play the 2nd fret on the A string, hammer to the 3rd, and pull right back off to the 2nd. Then open 5, 2. So measure 8 sounds like this. So let me play measures 5 through 8. Good. So we're halfway through the verse. It kind of repeats itself here, but we're going to play it a little differently starting in measure 9. We're going to introduce some of this tremolo for the first time and introduce some harmony notes.